Hi, this is Tasha with Pathways to Peace Counseling. And Campfire Stories is another one of my games that's a little bit different than my older games. So this one is a narrative therapy game. And so it's more along the lines of telling stories and listening to themes. This one would be a good one to play with kids that have had some sort of trauma in their history, because sometimes with these storytelling games, you'll start to see the themes pop up. And so give you a little look at the board on this one. And so you'll start at the top and you'll wind around until you get down here at the bottom. So there's all the card backs are going to look the same. So here's the card backs. And then there's two different sets of cards per page. So there's 6 of each of the topics. So the Light the Way cards are all about telling a story about, like your lantern went out, what's happening, what will you do? Shining light on the situation. So the tent ones are about safety. So these might refer back to home or a place that kids feel safe. That, like this one says, tell a time you felt safe and protected. Another one, the rain is pounding against your tent. What will you do to pass the time? Or there are some scary noises out there. Who would you want in your tent to make you feel safe? So they kind of hit from different directions. So some of them are going to be more just like to the point, and some of them are more imaginative. So it kind of has a variety in there so that it's not, because sometimes if it's all imaginative, it can be a little bit much. And sometimes the stories go really long. So the marshmallow ones are called Something Sweet. So these will talk about happy memories, but it will also have them imagine something interesting. So what would it be like to sit around a campfire or tell a story about helping a neighbor at camp? So then we have the skunk, and that's stinky situation. So you have a mosquito in your tent. What will you do? While you were walking down to the lake, you walked right through a spider web. What would you do? So it's, those questions are kind of like, how do you handle difficult situations? So then the backpack is about necessities. So this is about, what are the things that you feel like you need to be safe and successful? Like, what would you pack in your backpack if you were going on a trip? Tell a story about how to get by when you don't have the right tools. So it kind of prods some problem solving skills. Speaking of problem solving skills, the next topic is survival skills. And these are the matches. So what must you know to survive in the wild? What supplies would you pack for a camping trip? Would it be lonely in the wilderness? Explain. So it can kind of, hit on a bunch of different topics, but that one might be a little bit of a preference one of, do I want to be around people, and do I enjoy being alone? What are the things that are really standing out to me? So then we have this little rascally intruder, and tell a story about somebody stealing from you, or how will you protect your things from intruders? And that's a theme that I'm sure you guys know, you see with kids that have had trauma, is a lot of times they have this, they ruminate on how to feel safe, and how am I going to protect myself from somebody who might try to harm me? And then the last category, on the lookout. So you're walking through the woods and you see a large animal. Finish the story. Vultures are circling overhead. Why are they there? So it's about kind of seeing what is it that they're thinking about, what comes to their mind in response to a lot of these questions. And those themes can help direct therapy. They can help them think through things that, sometimes something inside just kind of pops out whenever you have a question. And then it's like, after you say it, you're like, why did I say that? And then you realize that there's something a little bit deeper there. So, there's, like I said, a whole lot of different directions that this game could go, but each of them, it allows kids to express those emotions that are pent up inside. It allows them to express some of those fears that that they hold on to. It helps them problem solve and learn new coping mechanisms, but it also communicates a lot as far as who they're connected with, where they want to go to feel safe, and just like finding those survival things that they need in order to move on. So I hope that this one comes in handy in your coping or in your counseling toolbox. Thanks.